You ended up getting a merit scholarship, is that right?
Yeah.
To go to, was it University of Chicago?
I didn't know. I could basically go where I wanted to, which was a blessing because my family had no money. I knew I wanted to go to Chicago because I didn't know enough to realize that that's where blues was happening.
Right. So you already knew that.
And so it was between University of Chicago and Northwestern. And I didn't know the difference between them. Northwestern turns out to be
is that Evanston?
Yeah. A suburb where there's not too much hip stuff going on,
Right.
And by sheer luck, I ended up at the University of Chicago, which is
right in the South Side,
in an island in the middle of the South Side ghetto called Hyde Park.
Right.
Within a week, I was down there with Muddy Waters, and first blues band I ever saw.
That's amazing.
Muddy Waters, Otis Spann, Willie Big Eye Smith, Pat Hare, James Cotton. I said, damn,
that's a pretty good story.
These blues bands are pretty good. Wow, this is great.
Yeah. And like, is it true that a week after you moved there that you met Butterfield? Like pretty much like.
I think I met him the first or second day I was there.
Wow.
Just luck. He lived in Hyde Park.
Right, I knew that.
Yeah, he'd gone to Hyde Park High School. At the time, he didn't play any harmonica to speak of. He played guitar.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. And it took him about 6 months.
On the guitar, you mean, or the harp? On the harp, right.
Yeah, when he started playing harp, it's just a natural genius.
Went right through it.
Yeah.
I love the story I heard you tell about that when you first got to Chicago, you were living like in an abandoned mansion or something on the South Side?
No, it wasn't a mansion.
What was it?
Well, they pulled the same thing they did in San Francisco. They called it urban renewal.
Right.
Basically, what it was trying to get rid of the black people, in certain areas. So they had all these empty houses, but kind of old and beat up. And they messed up and left the electricity and the running water on.
So amazing.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
So I just go find a good one and squat there for
wow.
a couple of months.
That is so wild. And you're going to school at the same time?
I think this was after I got kicked out of school.
Oh, you got kicked out of school?
Not exactly kicked out, but I just kind of.
Now, what was your major back then?
I started out in physics because the scholarship was sponsored by this steel company, and I thought that sounded good to them. And I got there and I got all the way up to calculus, and then I said, I can't handle this, The fortunate thing was University of Chicago was the type of school where all you had to do was pass the test. You didn't have to go to class if you could pass the test.
Really?
Yeah. So I'd just go get lost in the ghetto and hang out at Smokey's house.
So is Smokey one of the first cats you met on the South Side?
Yeah, pretty close to some of the first, yeah.
You played a little bit with Hound Dog Taylor?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know
you did your homework, Mark.
Well, no, I've known this stuff about you for a long time. One of the things I was going to say that, when you came by and sat in the other day, that I just realized when I watch you play, and the fact that you learn to play with your fingers all of a sudden, that just blows my mind. You've only been doing that 5 years or something?
Yeah. It just, I felt more natural. I got tired of all the licks I had with the pick,
Right. So you're kind of changing things up, yeah.
It's more of a direct feeling.
Yeah. But that watching you play, I've been watching you play. I don't even know if you know this, but I've been seeing you play since about 1975.
Wow.
Something like that. The first time I saw you, you were sitting there with Grayson Street.
Yeah.
At the Keystone. And the thing about you is, and I notice this about a lot of players, there's the people that are really blues players, it's like there's just this direct line to blues that they play out of their guitar. And you got that. I think Bob has that. Rusty's got that. You guys have this thing, and it's just like a direct line into the music when you play.
I don't know exactly what that means, but it sounds good.
Well, it's just that's you are just a blues guitar player. I mean, whether you're playing rock,
Well,
kinda
that's
doesn't
basically
matter.
what I'm interested in. you
Yeah.
know?
And I mean, the other thing is just, to me, the fact that you learn from all these cats in the South Side, like Hound Dog and Smokey, and I know Sammy Lawhorn showed you stuff early on.
Right. Otis Rush was real nice. He showed me a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. He's left-handed, but it didn't make much difference.
Right.
It was more the
Right.
feeling of, wow, I'm sitting here with Otis Rush.
That's
This is
so
cool,
mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you knew Magic Sam a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a real nice guy. I got to know him more so when we both got to the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he lived down here for a little bit,
He used to play
like 3 months or something.
in Berkeley a lot.
Right.
The New Orleans house. You ever
Right.
remember that place?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Mandrakes, I think, too.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Sammy Lawhorn, there's a great story where Elvin showed up to a Junior Wells gig, and Junior Wells had no idea that Elvin was showing up to play.
Nobody was getting rich in those days. You were making 10, 12 bucks a night, you know.
Right.
And there was somebody
That's still
offering
on.
you 15, you're gone.
Right.
It's like,
That was good money back then.
yeah. And Sammy got an offer to play with Muddy on a tour down south, you know.
Oh, okay.
But he was scared to tell Junior. So he stayed in that hotel, the old Morocco, by the Blue Flame Club, you know.
Yeah.
And we'd sit up there and he taught me all of Junior's tunes as well as he could.
Yeah.
So he said, go down there Tuesday and play with Junior. And I went down there. I said, hello, Junior. He said, hello, who are you? I said, my name's Bishop. Sammy sent me here to take his place for the next 2 weeks. Junior says, he did. And he took me in the back and tried me out on some of the tunes. And he saw that I halfway knew them. And
Right.
anyway, it's too late. He couldn't do no better anyway. Right then. So
Too late, baby.
I'll tell you what Junior taught me. He said, now, if you want your time to be really good, don't pat your foot like this with your toe.
Oh, interesting.
Pat it with your heel.
With the heel.
Yeah. Bob knows how to play Chicago blues a lot better than I do.
Well,
he really plays it like
I think you both play it.
I don't know. I've never been able to really get some of those parts exactly like the guys played it. You know, I just kind of
And I know
feeling.
Tucker's another guy you were around quite a bit. I
love Tuck.
I remember seeing you with Tucker back. You guys were Tucker was doing a KPFA radio show. This was in about 1976, and you just happened to show up for it.
Yeah.
It was with Gary Silva and Derek Walker and a bunch of guys. I don't know if you remember that when KPFA was upstairs
Yeah.
in Berkeley.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was obviously you guys were real tight.
Tuck's was a great musician.
He was. Indeed.
It was a sad thing when he passed away. I had dreams about him for a couple of years after
Did
he
ya?
passed away. Yeah. I dreamed I went to his house and knocked on the door, and he came. He had his pajamas on. I said, "Oh, thank God you didn't die after all." Then I woke up.
I remember when he lived right down the road here. Man. I think Musselwhite was telling me that he used to stay at Tucker's house when he first came out here too.
Oh yeah, yeah, could be.